In the past decade and beyond, numerous celebrities have been canceled due to both current and past behaviors. While many of these celebrities, such as Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby, have seen their entire enterprises essentially go up in flames, other figures have proven more resilient. Join Trender as we take a look at celebrities who got canceled and came back even stronger. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson is certainly a controversial figure both inside and outside his home of Hollywood. In Hollywood, Mel is a rare conservative that doesn't fit in with his peers on the best of occasions. Even to his ardent fans, Mel has caught some negative attention due to numerous recorded rants that have contained some pretty hateful speech. One of these rants was directed towards a police officer that was tasked with arresting the star for a DUI in 2006. The rant contained anti-Semitic speech and drew plenty of negative attention towards the venerated figure. In 2010, the mother of Mel's daughter released some threatening voice messages that the star had left on her phone, further turning the star's fans off. Despite the staggering amount of negative attention that has come Mel Gibson's way as a result of the previously mentioned racially charged rants and his overall conservative attitudes, the star continues to draw massive crowds and is slowly being welcomed back into the spotlight. Mel continues to find success both in front of and behind the camera, with his directorial effort Hacksaw Ridge gaining massive critical and commercial acclaim in the 2010s. There's even talks of a sequel to The Passion of the Christ in the works. Mel has been able to eschew cancellation for numerous reasons. For one thing, his crimes were non-physical in nature. Although the strange and disturbing things that Mel was recorded saying certainly indicated some troubling personality traits, he didn't actually attack anyone. Both of the rants could also be largely chalked up to the actor's alcoholism. Finally, Mel continues to draw crowds because many in the audience like the fact that the actor stands against his Hollywood peers. Stars like James Franco have asked for forgiveness among their Hollywood friends and have been turned down, while Mel has stood his ground and let his work speak for itself. So long as Mel keeps turning in work that his demographic of fans enjoys, he'll likely remain uncancelled. Mark Wahlberg. One of Mel Gibson's significant steps back into the mainstream after his fall from grace in the wake of his hateful rants was his appearance alongside Mark Wahlberg in the film Daddy's Home 2. A family-friendly comedy, the film was the perfect vehicle to remind audiences that Mel Gibson was still around. Mel was tasked with playing the on-screen father of Mark Wahlberg's character, which could be seen as a clever in-joke from the film's producer, given that Mark Wahlberg has proven equally averse to cancellation. Unlike Mel, the things that Mark has received controversy for occurred before he was famous. Similar to Mel, they involved some pretty hateful speech. However, Mark took things a little bit further by actually physically attacking his victims. Apparently, Mark could be pretty violent and racist in the 1980s. On one occasion, Mark and his friends accosted a group of African-American schoolchildren and began calling them racial slurs. On another occasion, Mark assaulted a Vietnamese store owner while calling him similar slurs and ended up blinding him for life. The star later came to prominence as a pop singer before rising to success as an actor, thanks to roles in films such as 1997's Boogie Nights. Mark has always been apologetic when asked about his past crimes, and he has proven to be the rare star whose celebrity status has only risen throughout his decade-spanning career. It looks like Mark Wahlberg effortlessly survived the Me Too era and is going to continue to be here for some time. The actor certainly hasn't committed any more hate crimes that the public has been made aware of, so perhaps there is some truth to this notion. If you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to hit the like button to show your support. Also, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be among the first to know when more awesome Trender videos are on their way. Casey Affleck. Several years ago, it appeared as if Ben Affleck's brother Casey was about to be the next person whose career came to a halt because of the Me Too movement. Numerous women came out with allegations of sexual misconduct against the Hollywood figure. In the wake of these allegations, actress Brie Larson was famously caught on camera refusing to clap as Casey accepted an Academy Award. Casey won the award for his performance in the film Manchester by the Sea. Although Brie's gesture of silence certainly got some attention, it appears that Casey remains uncancelled all these years later. The star has numerous projects in the works that will be coming soon. Sarah Silverman. As a vocal supporter of cancel culture in general, Sarah Silverman drew some criticism for her supposed controversy when it was pointed out that she had worn blackface on her Comedy Central series, The Sarah Silverman Program. Sarah quickly apologized for the incident and resumed acting like it never happened, which seems to have worked well for her as she has received several minor roles in movies in the past couple of years, including Space Jam: A New Legacy and the upcoming Marry Me alongside Jennifer Lopez. This year, Sarah was attached to yet another controversy when her HBO Max series, Santa Inc., got review bombed by people angry at the show's feminist premise, leading to co-star Seth Rogen declaring them white supremacists. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like Mel Gibson, Arnold Schwarzenegger is a rare conservative in an otherwise liberal entertainment industry. Also like Mel Gibson, Arnold has faced some controversy for his past behaviors. In 2017, Arnold canceled a public appearance after numerous allegations came out about supposed sexual misconduct that the beloved actor had engaged in back in the 2000s. 6 women claimed that the star had done things such as groping them, though nothing much came of these claims, and the star remains as popular as ever, at least when he decides to make a media appearance. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey was one of the first celebrities to be called out in the wake of the Me Too movement. The accusations against Kevin came from a fellow actor by the name of Anthony Rapp. According to Anthony's allegations, Kevin had acted incredibly inappropriately towards him when he was just a minor. It seemed like Kevin Spacey's career was over as he was fired from his hit Netflix series House of Cards and wasn't seen for several years. However, the star has recently filmed an Italian feature alongside beloved actress Vanessa Redgrave, and this seems to indicate that Hollywood is ready to forgive him for his crimes. Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson is a beloved dramatic actor that has seen a career renaissance as an action star in the past decade thanks to his appearances in films such as Taken and its numerous sequels. The franchise is about a man seeking revenge against those who wronged his family, and it seems that Liam takes some of the virtues espoused by the films to heart. According to a strange confession the star made in an interview, there was a moment where a close friend of his was sexually assaulted, and the revelation of this sexual assault inspired Liam to stalk the streets, aimlessly looking for a random African-American person to beat up. Many were understandably taken aback by this strange confession, though it appears as if Liam inevitably decided not to go through with his random act of violence. Kevin Hart. After years of working his way up in the entertainment industry, stand-up comedian Kevin Hart became one of the biggest stars in the world during the 2010s. This all came crashing down for the star after he made some homophobic jokes that resulted in the star getting fired from an upcoming gig hosting the Academy Awards. It has apparently been the star's dream ever since he was a kid to host the ceremony, though he ended up losing out. Still, Kevin has seen a little bit of a comeback in the recent days since his cancellation, and it looks as if he still has a future in Hollywood. Chris Pratt. Like Mel Gibson and Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chris Pratt has often rubbed people the wrong way for being too conservative in an overly liberal entertainment industry. In fact, Chris is married to Arnold's daughter. While Mel and Arnold tend to receive a free pass for their conservative views, Chris appears in films that tend to cater to a more liberal demographic, such as the films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Although many fans of the franchise might not like the star's political beliefs, he remains popular. Gina Carano. While Disney has turned a blind eye to Chris Pratt's conservative beliefs, they presumably thought Gina Carano's conservative beliefs were too much. Gina was fired from her role on the Disney Plus series The Mandalorian after sharing a decidedly conservative social media post. In the wake of her firing, she received a great deal of support from conservative social media users and has subsequently been hired by conservative pundit Ben Shapiro to make original content for his very own conservative streaming service. Now, it's time to hear from you. Did you know that numerous women allege that Arnold Schwarzenegger groped them during his days as a politician? And did you know that comedian Sarah Silverman wore blackface on her cult comedy series The Sarah Silverman Program? As always, like this video to show your support, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be among the first to know when more Trender videos are on their way.